Alright, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Wizard101 video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Crowns Reward event that a lot of players have been talking about, even other content creators, and I wanted to give you guys my honest opinion about these because I feel like I should give my opinion on this as well because I actually like the Crowns Reward event. Now, not to the certain extent as I love it, don't get me wrong, but there is some certain extents that I do like the Crowns Award event, right? And that's mainly just for one reason, right? And we'll talk about that in the video as well. So if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. And let's quickly look over the Crowns Award event, right? Like, how bad can it possibly be? Now, if we're looking at the actual thing, right? I already spent 68k crowns. Now, this isn't like I'm intentionally going for the max tier. This has just happened over time today because there is double pet XP and I've been making a lot of pets and I've been busy doing other things. So I've already wasted like a bunch of crowns. Now this isn't like, I wasn't doing it out of like, oh, I need the bumper car. It just happened alongside of doing everything else. But if we look at the entire thing as a whole, you do get this housing object, thunder and lightning. It's just an effect one and you get it for 650. Sure, right? Housing items are always cool to have depending on what you are going to use it for. The energy elixir, I mean, hey, it's nice to have. I mean, if you're already making pets, especially with the double pet XP going on right now, hey, I'm getting a free EE. I'm not complaining. Now, this one, I think this is a really good one. The 4k one for the crafting benefit elixir. So many players are writing this off as like this is a terrible reward, but this also gives you double reagents, and if you're farming anything that gives you reagents and you can save this for Wallaroo, right? You can get double reagents as in double drops, the double pity system. Like, this is really good. If you're going to be farming Crash or you're going to be farming any of these Wallaroo bosses for like 5 hours, this is perfect. You're getting double reagents for the pity system. Like, like no one should be saying this is a terrible reward. This is a really good reward. 4k and for 5 hours. I'm not having any complaints. Now, the evil magma peas, you can go farm them, right? But I mean, it's a plus. You can go farm them. It's not really a big issue. Would I have mined this at 10k? It could have been something else, but what would they put? I'm not too sure. But maybe evil magma pea should be lower down a bit, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But I mean, they're valued at something else, which, I mean, you can farm these. Like I said, it's not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this right now. But they're easily farmable. Now, when it comes to the packs, you get the Rock Hammer Jewel pack. This is like hit or miss. Depending on how you view it. Like me, Rock Hammer Jewel pack, is this something I'm excited about? Not really. For 14k crowns, you know, if I'm already spending it throughout the day, and there's not much in here that's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need. The star jewel plants, like all those jewel plants, should be farmable from like other spots at this point. They should not just be locked behind this pack, and I don't know if they are farmable, but they should be more easier to farm instead of being locked behind this pack. But that's the only reason you would open this pack. Like the jewels, you can go farm the jewels, and I don't even think these are updated. So there's that, and I'm not too sure if you can get a mount on here. I know the other ones have mounts, but if this one has a mount, still, it's just no. They definitely could have put something else here. Honestly, I would prefer if they actually took out the evil magma peas and actually put a star jewel plant. I would prefer that way more than having evil magma peas. Star jewel or like some type of pet, or not pet, seed, like around there. That would have been so much more better. This is when the controversial thing happens. They should have not put the Archangel outfit at all. You can farm this like from so many spots. I think Morganth even drops this, and so many people have so many just like lying around. This was a missed opportunity, I will say so. It could have been better, right? It definitely could have been. Am I upset about it? Just a little bit, right? Because you can just farm this stuff. They definitely could have put something else in here. It's so many options, but I don't think they should ever put the Archangel outfit ever back in here again. Because you can get this, like most of the stuff that's in here is like whatever. Up to this point where the 4k crowns reward was, I was like, okay, things are pretty good. Like, you know, getting an EE, you know, just from spending crowns anyways, that's fine. The housing object, it's okay, it's only at 650. And then the crafting benefit, very good. EEs, I'm like, okay, or evil magma piece, they're farmable, but I mean, sure, if you want 2 more. But then we're slowly getting into issues around here where it's like, what the hell, man? It definitely could have been something else. Like, I'm just being genuinely honest. And then 28k, you get a housing item. I don't think this has animations or anything like that. I think the housing items, but on my lower tiers, like the 651 should have gave me this housing globe, and then it should also give me like this, and then this apple tree. If this is interactable, sure, I guess, but still 32k crowns for an apple tree. Yeah, no, dude. Like maybe packs, maybe, I don't know what else they could put. I would prefer packs or elixirs on here, honestly. Like a P9, give me like 3 P9s or 3 energy elixirs or something like that from like spending so much within this, right? That's about it. Maybe the group elixirs, they could have put the group elixirs in here, to be honest. I would have preferred that either. Pets mounts, not really. Packs, it's very niche because like I said, rock hammer is not it. It's only for the seeds. It's really only for the jewel seeds, but then the jewel seeds should be in here by default, in my opinion. So there's that. This is the only reason I said this Crown's Reward is good, and that is just for me personally, because if we look right here and we go to my gift box, now the bamboo wand, a lot of people don't like this. I love this wand, and that's the only reason I actually cared about it, because I can wear it with this fit, and that's it. That's the only reason I like it, because it goes with my farmer outfit with the whole Mushu theme. That's the only reason I am like, dude, this is goated. But a lot of players don't like the bamboo wand, which I mean, I get it. People wanted like a bamboo sword. Don't get me wrong, that sounds fire, right? I wouldn't mind that, right? Don't get me wrong. But a bamboo wand, I will still take it. It goes with my fit. I don't have any complaints regarding, like, even if it's 36k, I still probably would have got it. If it was 80k, maybe that's pushing it, but 36k, I think that's fine. I was gonna spend 36k anyways on pets. And I had to have a reason to actually go for this, because if there wasn't double pet XP, I probably would have not gotten this. But since there was double pet XP, it literally lined up perfectly, and I was able to get this. So that's where ideally I would have stopped. I think I would have stopped at the 36k and not have gone further. Now, if we look at the other rewards, we have the Archangel Robe, 40k. Here's the issue. If we go to the bundles and you just type in Archangel, I think it's still here. The entire bundle is 5k. And you can farm this, as I said. So I feel like it's just taking up slots on this Crown's Reward 100%. It shouldn't. Definitely could have swapped it out for something, or some type of scroll outfit. I don't know. They could have done the imp, like they have the imp bumper car up here. They could have done the imp outfit, something. I don't know. Anything along those lines. The Turkey Gobbler is just a reskin, I believe, of one of the teleports that already exists in the game. Like if we look at Chickabam, like I'll quickly look at it. It has like the little, like the feathers, right? It's the same concept. Now if we go over here, we go to the Crown's Reward, and we look at Turkey Gobble, it's the same thing, just bigger feathers, and now the color is brown instead of like this whitish color that they had, as you can see. So the sound effects is a little bit varied, but it's just a reskin of a teleport that we already have. So that's my gripe when it comes to that, right? I don't know why. I don't know why they did that. And then if we look at the other ones, the shuffle should not be here, because they did the emote thing like a while ago that had like all the emotes in the shop, and shuffle was on there. So I guess if you didn't buy that, I guess you can have shuffle here, but shuffle should be moved down way more. I think it should have been in place for like 18k or 24k. Same thing as the teleport, it should have been way down here, because teleport you can't have on every character. Teleports do not exist for every character. They only exist for the character that you redeem it on. So that's my issue when it comes to that. If the teleport was used on every single character, then I think 46k is a good amount to put it on. But I would not like be like, hey, this is worth 46k crowns. Ideally, like a bonus reward. So there's that. But the shuffle, like I said with earlier, if you missed out on the emo extravaganza, I guess it's fine for players that didn't get it. If you want to know what it looks like, here I can quickly show it to you guys. It's just this little shuffle emote, which I kind of already had, so I didn't really like. There's like no usage for me behind this. So there's that. And then lastly, we have the hyper elixir, I believe, 60k. Now I don't mind having hyper elixirs. I like to keep them in my inventory. Whenever I quest a character, I just pop one just to pop one. If I have one, if I don't have one, doesn't matter. But I do Scald Incendiate anyways, so yeah. I only use a hyper elixir if I get it from a Crowns Reward event, and if I do use it, it's only for questing, not for farming. Just so I can get through stuff quicker, so I can go farm afterwards. But I don't think hyper elixir should be here. They toss in hyper elixir way too much. I don't mind it though. I really don't. But it's not something I'm like, oh my gosh, I need it. And then lastly, the main issue, which a lot of players are talking about, is the imp bumper car mount. Now, I have said this on multiple videos whenever I do the Scroll of Fortune videos, is that these should be permanent to the Scroll of Fortune. It's a missed opportunity and it will incentivize players to buy the Scroll of Fortune even more. But what they do is instead they give you these 30-day mounts. Like if we go over here, I think it's on one of these pages if I remember, and it only gives you like a 30-day mount. I don't even know where it's at because there's so much stuff in here. But essentially they would have like a mount in here, and so I think it's this one. They would give you this, but it's like 3 of these mounts, and they're only for 30 days. After you use them for the 3 months that's allocated behind this, you can never get this mount again. And the way that they bring it back is they put these mounts in crown rewards. Now, I think that's just a missed opportunity. I think that they should put this as a permanent mount in here, 100%, because you're already buying the scroll. And let's say you have membership, 7.5k, right? And you're finishing all the way through. Obviously, if I paid all the way through, you just stack on the 7.5 with the 12k, and that's around like what, 20k. I think for that much value, I think there's no harm in putting this as a permanent mount. Or even if they could do, is that they have 9 tiers. I'm surprised there's not 10 tiers. What they could do is that the 10th tier be like a permanent one over this and adjust this. I've said this for multiple months. The only thing I'm glad that they did add is the advancement thing, which I'm very happy about. But still, that mount should not be in the Crowns Reward event. Like as a returning factor, I get it, but this mount should have been a permanent in a Scroll of Fortune, because the fact that you're already paying for the scroll, you should get a permanent mount. Every game does this where they have like a unique cosmetic that's a permanent in there. Still, I don't know why. If we're getting wands, hat, robe, boots, wand, you might as well add a permanent mount. I don't see the reason behind that. You can make it into a 40% amount or anything like that, but it keeps its uniqueness. I will say that. But I mean, it's here. There's going to be players who get this accidentally and not really care about it, such as me, where I'm already at 68k, which I'm not proud about. But there might be people who actually really want this and will spend the 80k, and some people are just disappointed. But hey, at most I would have stopped at 36k, but like I said, I was busy doing other things, so that's the only reason I'm up by that certain amount that I'm at. So after the bamboo wand, I would probably stop, if I'm being realistic. But yeah, I think they cooked when it came to the 4k and all these other ones. Once they got to like here, they definitely burnt the rice. And then once we come back to the bamboo wand, I think they did pretty good. The gobbler, hey, it's a reskin. Don't think that they should have put it in here, but if players didn't get it, I guess it's cool to have in. But this should just be in the crown shop. And then it's a shuffle. I guess if you missed out on the emote palooza, that's fine, but this was valued at like way lower than 50k. And I have the shuffle on my other characters, so there's that. But overall, I can see why players are not liking the Crowns Reward event. I mean, I'm on the same boat, but preferably I got the bamboo wand. That was like the main thing that I wanted. But that's just because I wanted it. It goes with my fit. It goes with my life fit that I like to go with. But beyond that, I can see what you guys are talking about, but I wouldn't spend that much money on the Crowns Reward event unless like it just happens over time, or you know, you're actually gunning for that mount. But that's it for the video, guys. hopefully you guys enjoyed me talking about the whole Crowns Reward situation. Let me know if you guys actually are gunning for that bumper car mount. Do you really think that they should just put it in the Scroll of Fortune? I think they just should. It should just be a permanent thing that you get from the scroll, and people will, I will kid you not, I think a lot of people would buy the scroll more than what they usually are at the moment. And I'm just being completely honest regarding that, because that's how it is in other games. But that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.